This segment of dream memory no longer produces the slightest fear. Luo Feng carefully observed the giant eye within the memory, feeling regret instead. Regret that it was a dream memory, not clear enough. Having become a godly king for over 2 centuries, I've spent almost all the time in the dream domain undergoing the destruction refinement method. After wholeheartedly creating the Great Extinction style, a hint of fatigue blossomed in Luo Feng's heart. While maintaining the 7 emotions of heart refining, his inner emotional turmoil was also intense, and the slightest bit of fatigue spread through his spirit. It's time to relax my body and mind. For my heart refining, I originally chose the Great Destruction heart refining technique and the 7 emotions of heart refining technique. Now, it's time to relax with the 7 emotions of heart refining technique. With just a thought, Luo Feng immediately took action. A black-clad avatar of Luo Feng left Haiyang City, heading first towards the Shy Kingdom. I've always wanted to completely kill the 3 monarchs of the Shy Kingdom to avenge my teacher, but I don't have a deep understanding of the Shy Kingdom. The black-clad Luo Feng wandered leisurely, his knowledge of many places across the continent relying on intelligence reports. But this time, Luo Feng decided to see for himself. Throughout his tour of the continent, Luo Feng maintained the 7 emotions of heart refining technique. The reputation of Jie Kun's Emperor of the Shy Kingdom is quite bad, invading neighboring areas and killing at will, but the cities within the Shy Kingdom are quite prosperous. Luo Feng toured city after city, listening and watching any musician proficient in the music illusion technique. Gourmet food, dances, music. Under the influence of the 7 emotions of heart refining technique, the pleasure Luo Feng experienced was 100-fold, 1,000-fold. Good. Well done. Upon tasting delicious food, Luo Feng was generous with his reward, casually tossing out hundreds of cosmic sand, exciting the shop owner. To become an eternal true god through culinary skills. Impossible. It's impossible to be this awful. Tasting something appalling, Luo Feng's suffering was also magnified 100-fold, 1,000-fold, and he couldn't help but seize the chef in anger. It turned out that after he paid a hefty price for the chef's cooking, the chef had his apprentice do the cooking, and the apprentice did it carelessly. In the end, Luo Feng smashed up the restaurant before finally departing. I come to listen to music and you're shouting and yelling next to me. Luo Feng kicked an eternal true god clear out of the entire city, and immediately all the guests quieted down like chickens. The musicians also trembled in their hearts, playing even more earnestly. While exploring various places, Luo Feng was very relaxed. Under the influence of the 7 emotions of heart refining technique, his behavior was even more unrestrained than usual, laughing and cursing as he pleased. One day, Luo Feng came to the Wine Snow Tower, attracted by its fame. I've heard that the music and illusory realm performances of the Snow Tower Master are ranked among the top 10 throughout the Shy Kingdom. Luo Feng sat leisurely, taking out a collection of fine wines, as he couldn't count on the place to have good wine for listening to music. These wines were all sought out by Luo Feng from gourmet destinations across the lands, affordable, yet each with unique characteristics. Luo Feng took a satisfying sip, the fine wine intoxicating his senses. The sound of music began to rise. The Snow Tower Master had already begun her performance, her snow-white wings and a face covered with soft down, her eyes kind and gentle. She held a flute-like instrument and played. The music was tender, as if penetrating the soul. All cultivators in attendance enjoyed the endurance within. With Luo Feng's spiritual will, even deploying the 7 emotions of heart refining, it was hard for him to completely fall into an illusory realm again. But music that resonated with the soul, even without entering an illusory realm, was still a delight. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Among the musicians I've heard, she would rank in the top 3, admired Luo Feng. The Snow Tower Master performed one piece after another, a total of 12 pieces, each more soul-piercing as it progressed. Luo Feng listened deeply immersed. He felt as if he had returned to his youth when he went to the martial arts hall for practice, to the times he tasted his parents' cooking. Many beautiful and warm memories surged to his heart. Only when the music halted did Luo Feng come to his senses, with tears in his eyes. I unknowingly entered an illusory realm. Luo Feng was astonished as he looked at the Snow Tower Master with the snow-white wings. Among the musicians I have seen, she ranks first. 12 pieces, each a primal chaos realm level, and all perfectly fused into one. This Snow Tower Master, she must not be far from achieving the primal chaos realm. The most important thing is, she has a strong spiritual will. Luo Feng naturally confirmed this after waking. Only with an extremely strong spiritual will infused into the music could it have such a powerful impact. Her spiritual will, even if it has not reached the pinnacle of primal chaos realm, must be close. Luo Feng felt admiration for talent. After all, she is a genius poised to reach the primal chaos realm through the path of music, and with an exceptionally strong spiritual will. Luo Feng, with this interest for talent, Luo Feng began to observe the Snow Tower Master closely. This look caused a slight change in Luo Feng's expression. After the Snow Tower Master finished her performance, she turned and left without speaking. Guests then came out of their trance, each exclaiming in admiration. On one of the corridors of the Wine Snow Tower, the Snow Tower Master walked along the corridor, puzzled to see the black-clad man sitting comfortably drinking wine ahead. This is a forbidden area of my Wine Snow Tower, not open to guests. How did he suddenly end up here? And the formation had no reaction. The Snow Tower Master was somewhat puzzled. Zhu Fengyu, the black-clad man, set down his wine jug, looked over calmly, and said, "A heavenly snow woman by tribe, born among the clan, cultivated into an eternal true god through talent, later controlled by a mysterious force. Am I right?" Luo Feng watched the Snow Tower Master. The Snow Tower Master's expression changed slightly as she immediately offered a respectful salute. Faced with the Supreme, "I do not know what your commands are." She couldn't determine the strength of the being before her. "I have 10 registered disciples under my wing. Would you be willing to become the 11th? Luo Feng, carried by the mood, directly proposed. He had already planned that during his visit to the land of origin, he would take on some registered disciples if fate allowed. Upon hearing this, the Snow Tower Master felt a surge of melancholy. If a powerful being had taken her as a disciple a long time ago, she would naturally have been overjoyed. But now ... the Supreme knows, I am not my own master. How can I take guidance from another master? Said the Snow Tower Master. Not your own master. Luo Feng looked at her. Under the domain of his own world, Luo Feng saw at a glance the mark on the Snow Tower Master's forehead and the true god's heart inside her, infiltrated by layer upon layer of secret patterns, already completely controlled. She couldn't even commit suicide if she wanted. Disperse, Luo Feng softly commanded. Around him, the world revolved with Luo Feng as its center, causing both the mark and the secret patterns on the true heart to disperse. Now you are free to govern yourself, Luo Feng said to her. The Snow Tower Master couldn't believe it, feeling the controlling power dissolving from her body. She was overwhelmed with emotion and immediately knelt. Disciple Zhu Fengyu greets the Master. Luo Feng nodded in satisfaction. Master, the power that controlled me is unfathomable. The Snow Tower Master immediately reported. Luo Feng looked up with a smile. That power has already arrived. In the high sky, a colossal figure crossed the void, bathed in thunder, its might covering billions of kilometers. As soon as it appeared, it completely sealed off the vast region around it from the inside and out. Which godly king dares to break my secret technique and snatch away my divine son? The figure bathed in thunder looked towards Luo Feng. So it's Luo He from the Blade River sect. Luo He, seeing the mystery of my secret technique, you still dare to act? Upon hearing this, the Snow Tower Master was startled. Luo He, the Luo He God King, was extremely famous in the surrounding territories. After all, many cultivators had rushed to join when the Blade River sect was established. I am Luo He, Luo Feng said, looking up at the other party, puzzled. And who are you, lingering in the shadows, still not daring to reveal your identity even now? Who I am, someone at the first realm of Godly King, is not worthy of knowing. The imposing figure spoke. I am taking my divine son away. If you dare to stop me, don't blame me for leveling your Blade River sect. Saying so, the towering figure stretched out a massive hand. This huge cyan palm, emitting countless bolts of thunder, larger than an entire large city, directly enveloped the area. This scene terrified countless cultivators within the city. There's always a group skulking around in this land of origin. Luo Feng shook his head. Hiding identities within treasures is one thing, but to still hide oneself when capturing an eternal true god in the open, The Snow Tower Master watched nervously at the side. Luo Feng casually waved his hand. "Begone." A chaotic whole undying light nurtured within his body was released at once. This blade light, honed to the extreme, instantly cut across the giant hand. The giant hand was strong and tough, but under this blade light, it was forcefully severed, and golden blood dripped down. "What? Impossible!" the imposing figure shouted in surprise and anger. His strong and resilient body couldn't withstand that blade light. Puff! The blade light swept across his body once more, cleaving it in two. The blade light pursued the towering figure, almost in the blink of an eye, cutting the imposing figure into dozens of pieces. Under this blade light, his seemingly mighty body was utterly unable to withstand. "Luo He, have you advanced to the second realm of Godly King?" The towering figure could not believe it. This terrifying oppressive force and the enigmatic nature of the blade light both exceeded that of the Emperor of Kun. He felt the difficulty of dealing with this blade light, as if the blade light could cut everything, and its energy could continuously recover. With his realm's tactics, he simply couldn't dodge this blade light. "Stop, stop, take the Divine Sun if you will," the towering figure urged. Luo Feng, sitting there, looked up. "You at the second realm of Godly King? Why are you so weak?" Boom. Seeing Luo Feng not stopping, the figure had no choice but to explode frantically, turning into countless thunders that fled in all directions, still partially sliced by the blade light in an instant, the remaining thunder disappearing into the world. Push! The streak of blade light flew back from afar, returning to Luo Feng's palm. The Snow Tower Master witnessed this tremblingly. Her master's methods were indeed terrifying. "Not bad for power," Luo Feng said, observing the blade light. The blade light hadn't diminished at all and, with a thought, he reabsorbed it into his inner world. "Come with me to Hyang City. Do you need to prepare anything?" Luo Feng asked the Snow Tower Master. "Master, I need to bring my tribe," said the Snow Tower Master. "Okay." Luo Feng's body divided, creating an avatar, taking the Snow Tower Master and her tribe to Hyang City together. Luo Feng's original body continued on his journey of exploration. "Luo He, I heard you've reached the second realm of Godly King, contacted the monarch of your country. You're well informed." Luo Feng laughed heartily, not denying it. From the first realm of Godly King to the ultimate realm, there was no difference in the foundation of divine power or soul. It was mainly the difference in the Tao. Without displaying one's realm of the great Tao, other cultivators would find it difficult to determine. Luo Feng could wield the secret technique of second realm of Godly King, and such profound secret technique at that, the outside world naturally believed he had broken through.